This is a Flying Cow production.
Sup, losers? Welcome to Movie Battles! This is the match you've all been waiting for. And of course, the host you've all been waiting for. It is I, the Hammer, Clay J. But I am not here alone because Vicky is in timeout. We have here with us all the way from the FCL. We have Wingblade.
Yep, Sean Wingblade. I'm doing good.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Sean Wingblade. Yeah, I have full name.
Yeah, but if you got a name as badass as Wingblade, why would you not just go by that? Because Sean is stupid.
You're not wrong. Well, all right.
We
just started.
Saying,
this took a turn already.
Why would you insist on being called Sean? Should we really just call you Sean, the wet blanket Wingblade?
Oh. All right,
Sean.
I see
my
where this
real
is
name
going.
isn't as good as my last name, Wingblade.
We're just gonna do this for the next hour, aren't we?
Yeah. This is how this goes.
Yeah.
All right. So I got the crybaby Wingblade over here. But you're not here for us. You are here for the match. This is the match we have all been waiting for. I know it's the one the cow's been waiting for because he finally gets his thing back. But we are going to have a championship match. This is the triple threat match. And, here's the thing. I have been giving these ladies a hard time, but they are all amazing. They wouldn't be here if they weren't. I mean, look at this. We have the Chartmaster Hannah Keefer, 3-time #1 contender. Never won it, but 3-time #1 contender. That's nothing to sneeze at. Then you have, of course, the reigning champion, Mad Madam Kelli Mehan. She's been very impressive. She's had a couple of undefeated or perfect matches. She's undefeated so far. Nothing to sneeze at. But of course, we all know why we're here to see Nicki the Nova Baldwin reclaim her rightful place in the movie battles sphere. I'm so excited about this. How are you feeling, Sean?
Well, I'm excited. I'm very excited. Look, there's a reason we have 3 wonderful ladies in this championship triple threat. It's because ladies are smarter than men. I think we all know. So I can't wait to get to it for them to show off and let us know exactly why we're sitting behind the desk and they're out here competing for the title.
Absolutely. That I can agree with. Well, what do you say we go ahead and get this started? Bring in today's competitors.
Do it.
All right.
Run it.
Introducing first, representing the list makers of the world with a record of 5 wins, 3 defeats, and 4 knockouts. She is a 3-time #1 contender and a Teddy Award winner or nominee. She is the Chartmaster, Hannah Keefer.
All right, here we go.
Here we go. Hannah, gotta say, it's great to have you here. Such a storied career in movie battles already, but I gotta ask you one big important question.
All right.
How do you feel getting ready to lose to Nicki for the 3rd time?
I feel, I've done that before. I kind of know how to do it well. So I think, it really is going up against these two who I have not won a championship yet. It's just been them. So I am going in saying, you know what, I've got what I've got. And if I lose to them, I do not feel any shame in that because they know their stuff.
You absolutely should not feel any shame, Hannah. there's always got to be a second place or a third place, you know.
And I will happily take it.
All right. Well, great. Good to see you've got a great attitude going into this. Why don't we go ahead and bring in the next competitor? Her opponent, representing those who burn brightly, with a record of 5 wins and 1 defeat, with 2 knockouts. She is the former Disney Pixar Movie Battles champion. She is Nicki Manova Baldwin. Nicki, first of all, I gotta apologize. I'm so sorry I had to introduce you second. It was the rules. But I gotta say, so excited to have you here. So excited to see you on the verge of reclaiming that championship. How does it feel to be so great?
All I have to say is I know we're talking about Disney here, but to make an outside animation reference, the end of this match is going to be like Watership Down.
Wow, that went dark. That went real dark. I hope these ladies are prepared for this, because Nicki's bringing the thunder. All right. Well, Nicki, great to have you here as always. Let's go ahead and bring in the final competitor. And their opponent, representing the Mad Tea Party, with a record of 6 wins, no defeats, and 2 knockouts. She is the 2021 Road to the Gold tournament winner. She is the undefeated, undisputed Disney Pixar Movie Battles champion, Mad Madam Kelli Mehan.
Hi! What an intro. Thank you.
Well, even if I don't believe it, I gotta use my talent. I gotta use what brought me to the game. I gotta say, I noticed you're not wearing the title.
It's on the shelf. It's in a special place.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Just you recognize that you don't deserve it. I get it. So I gotta ask, how does it feel to be a transitional champion?
It feels great. I got to have it over the Christmas period, so
Yeah,
it's a miracle.
Take a picture with all of your friends and family, and then have a match and send it back to the rightful champion.
Pretty much. Sounds like a plan. Or you can just stay here in Australia in the sun.
We'll see. We'll have to see about that. But you guys are great. Everybody's got great attitudes. It's making me a little sick. So why don't we go ahead and bring everyone back in here? All right. So let us go ahead and get this started with the reading of the rules of round number 1. You guys are all champions. You know how this works. You get 8 questions. You got 15 seconds to answer. You speak and show your answer. It's all worth 1 point. You get a perfect round. You get a bonus question. You get 3 repeats. You got a challenge. No stealing. I'm watching you, Hannah. I'm watching you. No stealing. All right. Do we got that? Is that good enough? Good. All right. Then, are our competitors ready?
Yes.
Ready.
Sean, are you ready?
I'm ready. I'm ready to play too. I have all the answers. I think I know this.
I would hope.
Is it too late?
All right. Well, then, if you guys are ready, he's ready, I'm ready. Let's put the hammer down. And let us begin in round number 1. Question number 1 in the category of early classics and classics. These are, of course, the films of the 30s and through the 50s, mostly. And your question. Who is the first character seen in Pinocchio?
Okay, before when I said hell the answers, I lied. I'd be out already.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. But you know what? I appreciate the moxie there, Wingblade. I'll give you your
And a
name
hot
back. All right, just for that.
Appreciate it.
All right. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, and we are going to go ahead and start with the Chartmaster. Hannah, what we got?
I said Jiminy Cricket.
Jiminy Cricket is correct. Nicki!
Jiminy Cricket.
Jiminy Cricket, of course. And Kelly.
Jiminy Cricket.
Jiminy Cricket. Look at that. Told you these ladies were here for a reason. Tied up at 1 apiece all the way around. Going into question number 2.
Are you throwing to me now?
That's to you.
Is that for me? I'm allowed to talk now. Is that okay?
You
Wingblade
are.
can talk.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right now. Only right now.
I'll go now. Thank
You
you.
keep going. I'm gonna take your name back.
I
All
appreciate
right.
it.
Keep going.
All right.
Sean.
Category or question number 2 in the category of Renaissance, which is mostly the 90s. What late actor / comedian provided the voice of Wilbur the Albatross in The Rescuers Down Under?
Rescuers Down Under.
I
Kelly
saw
should
this
know about
movie.
that, right?
Down under, mate. Well done.
Down Under. Yeah.
I saw this movie before the first one. I didn't realize that
Actually,
there was.
I did too. I did.
Can I get a repeat on this?
Repeat.
you
All right.
can.
That is the first one for Hannah.
All right,
Do
and-
you think you can handle that, Sean?
I can. I know how to read. I can figure. Thank you.
Good.
Give me space. All right. In the category of Renaissance, which is most, what late actor comedian provided the voice of Wilbur the Albatross in The Rescuers Down Under? I apologize to Kelly. That was a horrible
Oh,
accent. I'm so
Chuck and
Whereas
Nick today, I'm
mine was
happy.
beautiful,
sorry.
right?
Yours is spot on, though.
Sure.
Mm.
Thought I was from there. Yeah. Just I'm really good at that, as I am with everything. In 5,
Mm.
4, 3, 2, 1.
All right. I think we'll throw to Nicki first. Nicki, what do you got?
Slate, he's great, sweet. I said John Candy.
Sweet like candy. You are correct. All right. We'll throw to Kelly.
Gun candy.
John Candy. And Hannah.
That repeat helped me out. John Candy.
Just in time.
The Candyman himself. Actually, I don't know if he ever went by that, but rest in peace.
Clay, can you take the next one?
Who?
Oh.
The Hammer.
I'll throw off the
The
hand.
Hammer. The name is the Hammer.
Mr. Johnson.
All right, so we're tied 2 going into question number 3 in the category of the dark times. These are the films of the 2000s. And your question: what is the name of the trumpet playing alligator in The Princess and the Frog? You play any musical instruments there, Sean?
I'll play a triangle. Have one of them. That's about as far as I
That's some great
Tambourine.
talent right there.
tambourine maybe. Shake
Just let everybody know dinner's ready. There we go.
Mhm.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. We're gonna start with Kelly.
Louis.
Louis is correct, and Hannah.
Also Louis.
All right, Nicki.
I think Ray is a better character personally, but whatever. This question's dumb.
It's all right. It's all right, Nicki. Shake it off. Just a stumble. We're gonna bring it back. So we are currently at a score of 3-2. Nicki down by 1. Going into question number 4.
Question number 4 is in the category of Pixar. Pixar. In which Pixar film will you find the songs touch the sky and into the open air. I always feel like we should have like
Some
but
music.
it's just in my head all the time.
Yeah. Well, there's music in your head all the time.
Mhm. Yeah,
You
yeah.
might want to get
Is
that.
that not everyone? Does everyone not have Jeopardy all the time? It's all of these Jeopardy.
Yeah. Okay. Sean's mental issues aside, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And I think we'll throw to Hannah first.
I'm not sure. I'm taking a guess and saying it's up.
That's incorrect. Nikki, what do you have?
I'm not very up either, but I put The Good Dinosaur.
Also incorrect. Kelly, what do you have?
Brave?
Brave. That's a brave answer, and it's correct.
Oh,
I knew it was not a good one.
All right. So, Kelly pulling ahead by 1. That's all right. We're gonna keep moving forward, going into question number 5 in the category of hybrid and Muppets. These are, of course, the live-action animation combinations and Muppet series. And your question: in what hybrid film will you find children named Carrie, Charles, and Paul? So,
I've seen this.
have you?
I
You've
have.
seen a movie?
Yes.
I'm bewildered, Sean.
Well, I looked through the list of its questions. Not enough inner geekdom movies.
No.
Maybe I'm a little biased, but I have seen a few. So
Well, that's good. That's
worked
good,
that on
Bob.
occasion.
1. All right, and we are starting with Nicki.
Knobs and Broomsticks.
And Knobs and Broomsticks is correct. Kelly.
And those some broomsticks.
Yay. All right. And Hannah.
Ed Knobs and Broomsticks.
Head, knobs, and broomsticks all the way around. So we are currently have a score of 5 to 3 to 4 going into question number 6.
All right. And question number 6 is in the category of the decline/wilderness, which is the 60s to the 80s. What is the name of Maid Marian, Lady in Waiting, who happens to be a chicken in Disney's animated Robin?
Love the way you read that, Sean. Who happens to be a chicken?
Who knew?
Very good. It wasn't bad there, Wingblade. I'll give you that one. All right, in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
Let's hop to Kelly. Let's see.
Lady Cluck?
Lady Cluck is correct for another point. Hannah,
I also had Lady Cluck.
Lady Cluck is correct. And Nikki,
I like the name Celeste better.
As do I. I think we should change it. But
that kinda
unfortunately, we can't right now. That's, yeah, okay. All right. So, coming up on question number 7 in the category of package films. Everyone's favorite short collections of the 40s. And your question: what year saw the release of Melody Time? Melody Time.
the what?
Melody Time.
The what
Oh,
film?
yeah, it's Melody Time, Melody Time. That's the song I just wrote for that movie. It's better than the movie.
I think we should throw to the Chartmaster and see if that made the top charts.
But we'll see.
No, I don't.
2. All right. And we are throwing to the Chartmaster. Hannah,
I'm hoping I got this. 1948.
1948 is correct. Very nice. And Nicki,
1948.
1948. And Kelly,
1948.
1948 is correct. all the way around, getting that one correct. So going into the final question, currently have a score of 6 to 4 to 7. If Kelli gets this right, she will have a perfect round. We'll just have to see if it's possible. We'll see.
Well, let's see. In the final category, which is CG Revolution, which is 2010s to the present day. What is the last name of the main family in Encanto? A recent.
Encanto. I just really like singing apparently right now. Have you seen this movie yet?
Better question. How many times have I seen and or heard the soundtrack? And what time?
You answered my question with a question. I gotta give you props for that, Wingblade, sir. All right, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Right, and I think we are going to throw to Nicki first. What do you got?
Madrigal.
Madrigal is correct. Well done. And Kelli?
Madrigal.
Madrigal. And Hannah.
Madrigal.
We got 3 across the board. Well done.
All right, and with that, Kelli has a perfect round and claims the bonus question. Like she needs it. All right, so we're gonna go into this question in the category of bonus. And your question: who played the villainous Judge Doom in Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
Christopher Lloyd.
No, it's Lloyd Christopher.
Oh,
Kidding. It is Christopher Lloyd. She got it right. Of course she did. So at the end of round number 1, we currently have a score of Hannah with 7, Nicki with 5, and Kelli with a big old 9 points. Just scooping up all those points, just hoarding them, just not sharing them with anybody. Thanks for that, Kelli. But it's all right. It's just round number 1. All right. We're going to go into round number 2 and turn this all around. All right. So let's bring up the rules for round number 2. All right. In round number 2, each competitor spins the wheel. You get up to 2 spins. You don't like it, you can spin again. Opponent's choice. Bad. Get 4 questions in your category worth 2 points. Go to multiple choice, but then it's only worth 1 point. You got 15 seconds. Opponents can steal if you miss. Repeats, challenges, you still got them. Are we good? Yeah, we're good. All right. Let us go ahead and, all right, Kelli, since you are currently in the lead, you have the choice. Would you like to spin first or defer to your opponents?
I would defer, please.
Of course you will. All right, so Hannah, you are next in line. Would you like to spin or defer?
Let's go for it.
All right, so Hannah taking the risk to spin first. Let's see if it pays off. All right, Hannah, can you see the wheel?
I can.
All right, and Hannah, this spin is yours. Got a whole bunch of categories up here, as you can see. Kelli opted not to have spinners and opponents, so it's all categories up here, and the wheel died. The wheel's sick.
Oh. There we go.
All right, and we have landed on early Pixar. These are the films of the first half of the Pixar catalog to 2009. Hannah, would you like to stick with this or spin again?
This is one that I could go either way with, but I think I'm going to chance it and spin again and see if I get something more up my alley.
All right.
All right, we got a good spin.
Looking a little
Strong
better
spin
this time. We're going. And we have landed on Villain.
Feel better actually is any more useful.
All right, so that means that we are going to be bringing up 4 questions for Hannah in the category of villains. All All right, and Hannah, I am going to be asking these questions to you, of course, villains. Here we go. Question number 1. What is the name of the arrogant bully who taunts our heroes in Pixar's Luca?
Oh, I'll know his name if I hear it. I'll go multiple choice.
Multiple choice it is. All right. And your options there are: is it A, Saverio, B, Marco, C, Ercole, or D, Lorenzo?
I said as soon as you said A, it's Ercole, it's C.
C is correct for 1 point. All right. So going now into question number 2. And your question there. What is the name of the villainous restaurant owner in the Muppet movie?
Let's go multiple choice on that one.
All right, multiple choice it is. And your options there. Is it A, Mr. Toad, B, Colonel Ribbon, C, Alligator, or D, Doc Hopper?
Gosh. I don't know. I'm going to hazard a guess and say D. Doc, whatever.
Why do you have to be so good at guessing? That is correct. For 1 point. All right. So, moving into question number 3. In The Incredibles, what is the name of Syndrome's right-hand woman?
I don't remember that. Multiple choice. Every question, I guess.
choice.
Multiple choice for this one.
All right.
Take 1 point if I can get it.
Your options there are: is it A, Whisper, B, Mirage, C, Shadow, or D, Ruse?
I don't remember her at all. Let me guess B, Mirage.
You don't know it, and you answer it correct. That's infuriating.
Magic 8-ball
And
levels
I'm not
of
even
premonition.
competing against you.
It's great.
All right. So,
It's in the back of my brain somewhere. I have to trust
All right.
my gut.
so final question in this category. In Big Hero 6, who voices Robert Callahan, who is revealed to be the masked supervillain Yokai?
I don't remember. Multiple choice.
Surprise, surprise. All right. Is it A, James Cromwell, B, Alan Tudyk, C, Bruce Greenwood, or D, Sam Neill?
Repeat the question 1 time.
You want a full repeat
Yeah,
question and everything? All right.
Yeah.
That is, I believe that's your second.
I think so.
All right. So the question is, in Big Hero 6, who voices Robert Callahan, who is revealed to be the masked supervillain Yokai? Is it A, James Cromwell, B, Alan Tudyk, C, Bruce Greenwood, or D, Sam Neill?
I don't know. We'll see if my guessing skills continue on. Let's go with C, Bruce Greenwood.
Oh, I'm sorry, that is incorrect.
Knew that luck was
So-
going to run out eventually.
Ladies, you have a couple of seconds to write down your correct answer. I'm going to repeat the question for you. In Big Hero 6, who voices Robert Callahan, who is revealed to be the masked supervillain Yokai? Is it A, James Cromwell, B, Alan Tudyk, C, Bruce Greenwood, or D, Sam Neill? All right, so Nicki, we are going to start with you.
James Cromwell.
James Cromwell is correct for a 1 point steal. And Kelly,
A. James Cromwell.
You did. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. All right. So, yeah, at the end of Hannah's round number 2, she currently has 10 points. Nicki has 6, and Kelli also has 10. Look at that. All right. So, let us go ahead. Kelli, you are still in the lead, so you get to choose. You want to defer or spin second?
Defer, please.
Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and bring up the wheel for Nicki.
Can you see
Nicki?
if it'll spin a little faster this time?
I would hope so. Nicki, can you see the wheel?
Sure.
All right, here is your spin. You have landed on package films. Would you like to keep that, or would you like to spin again?
Spin again.
All right, spinning again. Go. Looking for something better, more helpful, and I think we got it early. Pixar, look at that. So Nicki is going to get 4 questions in the realm of early Pixar. To remind you, these are the films from the beginning of Pixar through to 2009. All right, and Wingblade, I guess you got this.
I guess I'll take this one. I appreciate it. Thank you for throwing it. Give me a chance to say sport. All right, in the category of Pixar, start here with your first 2-pointer. In Toy Story, what is the name of the restaurant where Buzz and Woody get captured by Sid?
Pizza Planet.
Pizza Planet's correct. No hesitation. Done. All right, we'll go to question number 2. In A Bug's Life, what is the name of the unstable grasshopper used to threaten Dot?
Multiple choice, please.
All right, we'll go to multiple choice. Option A, Chomper. B, Thumper. C, Stinger. Or D, Swatter.
I believe it's Thumper.
You believe correct. Thumper is correct. All right. We will go to question number 3 for your 2-pointer. What is the name of the fictional city that Monsters, Inc. takes place in?
Monstropolis.
Monstropolis sounds correct. 3 for
It is
3.
correct, Sean.
It sounds correct. Yeah, that would make sense. That would make sense. Question number 4. In Ratatouille, what is Linguini's initial job at Gusto's restaurant?
Garbage Boy.
Garbage Boy is correct. 4 for 4. Well done. 7 out of 8. Did go to multiple the one time.
That's right.
8 out of 8.
with-
As much as he, like that.
And
to
with
have been.
that, Nicki takes her rightful place at the top of the scoreboard. She currently has 13. Hannah and Kelli are pulling up the rear with 10. But of course, we got one more spin. So you can't defer anymore, Kelli. It's your turn. All right.
Let's go. Spin the wheel.
Right. All right. All right, Kelli. This spin is yours. No one else's. All right. We are, looking for something good for Kelli here, like, more Pixar maybe. Things. Oh, and we have landed on the Muppets. So Kelli, would you like to keep this, or would you like to spin again?
I'll spin again, please.
She is going to spin again. Little afraid of the Muppets, are we, Kelli?
We'll see what else comes up.
And we have landed on package films. These are the short collections of the 40s. We will just have to see how mighty Kelly fares with the questions of the package films. And Kelly, aren't you lucky? I'm going to ask these questions to you.
Let's do it.
All right, so we're going to start off with question number 1 in the category of package films. The Saludos Amigos segment, Pedro, is about a small what that delivers the mail?
Plane?
It is a plane for 2 points. All right. All right. So going into question number 2. In a live action sequence of Fun and Fancy Free, Edgar Bergen can be seen chatting with what dapper gentleman wearing a top hat and monocle?
Oh, multiple choice.
Choice it is. And your options there. Is it A, Mortimer Snerd, B, Charlie McCarthy, C, Donald Duck, or D, Archie Andrews?
B, Charlie McCarthy?
It is B, Charlie McCarthy. All right, so yes, doing very well so far, Kelly. Currently tied with Nicki at 13. Going into question number 3 in this category. In The Three Caballeros, what is unusual about Pablo the Penguin?
He doesn't like the cold?
That is correct for another 2 points. Okay. All right. Okay. Going into the final question of this round. In the Wind in the Willows segment of The Adventures of Ichabod and Mr. Toad, what character attempts to swindle Toad out of Toad Hall?
Mr. Winky?
How do you know that? Yes.
Oh, here.
Yes, it's Mr. Winky for 2 points. Which means at the end of round number 2, we currently have a score of Hannah with 10, Nicki with 13, and Kelly with 17. Going into round number 3. And this, of course, could be the round that changes everything. This is the betting round. You cannot hide from this. We are going to spin the wheel. Based on that, you're going to wager between 0 and 3 points. 1 question is going to be asked. Your points will either go up or down. You got 15 seconds to answer. You still got your repeats. You still got your challenges. Are we clear? No, we're opaque, but that's okay. All right, let us move forward with round number 3, betting round. And we are going to go ahead and bring up the wheel one more time to decide this category. Everybody see the wheel?
Yes.
All right, here's a spin. And it's sick again. What did you do, Sean?
Called me Sean.
What did you
Now,
do?
See, it started spinning as soon as you did that. Maybe treat people with more respect, sir, and the wheel will
I
work
don't
better.
wanna. And it has landed on mixed bag. Mixed bag. These are, well, it could be anything. All right, so we're gonna bring up a question in the category of mixed bag. Everybody take a second to come up with your wagers. All right, go ahead and enter those into the chat, but do not press enter. Simply type them. All right, on the count of 3, we're going to press enter. 1, 2, and 3. All right. So we are going to go ahead and ask this question in the category of mixed bag. And your question: what 1950s era film bore the tagline, "Midnight never strikes when you're in love"? Kelly apparently finds this question very amusing.
Very much.
Can you repeat that, please?
All right, I'll repeat. All right, so that is Nikki's first. All right. The question is, what 1950s era film bore the tagline, "Midnight never strikes when you're in love"? Kelly obviously in the lead at the moment, but of course this can all change and turn around in this round. Let us see in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, and Hannah, we are starting with you, ma'am.
Gotta be Cinderella.
It would be Cinderella. Nicki.
Oh God, if I missed that. Cinderella.
Cinderella. And Kelly.
Cinderella.
Cinderella. Okay, very nice. All three got it right. But you also all wagered 1 point. So
Why did we do this round?
we just did. So we all went up by 1 point. The score is currently Hannah 11, Nicki 14, and Kelly with 18 points. So we are going to move forward now into round number 4, a speed round. All right, you know how this works. You're going to get 10 questions from random categories. You get it right, you get a point. You get it wrong, you lose a point. You get 60 seconds to answer all questions. You can pass if you want to. Nothing's going to happen. Once all your questions have been asked or passed, you will get to answer again until time runs out. Do we have any questions? You guys got this. You're all professionals. You're good. So, Kelly, since you are in the lead, you get the choice, and I'm going to ask you, do you want to go first, second, or third?
I'll go third, please.
Going third. All right. So, Nicki, you also get the choice. Would you like to go first or second?
I will go second.
All right. So, Hannah, you're in here first.
Going first worked so well last time. Let's do it.
Right? Okay. All right. So, Hannah, you know how this works. We're not going to start the clock until we have finished asking the first question. We will also not reveal the score until everyone has completed the speed round. I'm going to go ahead and just text the connection real quick. So I'm going to say a word, okay? The moment you hear it, I want you to repeat it, okay? Farfignugan.
Farfignugan.
So we got everything. We understood here, Hannah.
I think so.
All right, then Hannah, your speed round begins now. What nickname does Arthur go by in The Sword in the Stone?
Pass.
Who voices the hyena Shenzi in The Lion King?
Whoopi Goldberg.
What Muppeteer performs Kermit in The Muppet Movie?
Frank Oz.
What Pixar film features a boy named Spot?
The Good Dinosaur.
What year saw the release of Fantasia?
1940.
What, according to Lilo and Stitch, what does Ohana mean?
Family.
What films includes the song Chim Chim Cheree?
Mary Poppins.
In a Goofy movie, Max is trying to get to what type of event?
A Powerline concert.
Which Pixar film was released in 2003?
Pass.
Who directed Monsters, Inc.?
Pass.
What nickname does Arthur go by in The Sword in the Stone?
I know, but I don't. Pass. See if I can remember
Which
this last
Pixar
one.
film was released in 2003?
Finding Nemo.
Who directed Monsters Inc.?
Okay.
All right. Hannah, your speed round is complete. I'm gonna really quick test our connection. So I'm gonna say a word. As soon as I finish saying it, you say it. Or as soon as you hear it, you say it. Champion.
Champion.
That's right, you are. All right, here we go. Are there any questions or anything else? All right, then Nicki, your speed round begins now. What nickname does Arthur go by in The Sword in the Stone?
Pass.
Who voices the hyena Shenzi in The Lion King?
Whoopi Goldberg.
What Muppeteer performs Kermit in The Muppet Movie?
Pass.
What Pixar film features a boy named Spot?
The Good Dinosaur.
What year saw the release of Fantasia?
1940.
According to Lilo and Stitch, what does Ohana mean?
Family.
What film includes the song Chim Chim Cheree?
Mary Poppins.
In a Goofy movie, Max is trying to get to what type of event?
A concert.
Which Pixar film was released in 2003?
Finding Nemo.
Who directed Monsters Inc.?
Pete Docter.
What nickname does Arthur go by in The Sword in
Pass.
the Stone? What Muppeteer performs Kermit in The Muppet Movie?
Time.
Pass.
All right. Nicki, your speed round is complete. I'm gonna test the connection really quick. I'm gonna say a word. As soon as you hear it, repeat the word. Transubstantiation.
Transubstantiation.
You can say that with a smile. Jeez. All right. All right. So, are we clear on everything?
Yes.
All right. Then, Kelli, your speed round begins now. What nickname does Arthur go by in The Sword in the Stone?
What?
Who voices the hyena Shenzi in The Lion King?
Whoopi Goldberg.
What Muppeteer performs Kermit in The Muppet Movie?
Pass.
What Pixar film features a boy named Spot?
The Good Dinosaur.
What year saw the release of Fantasia?
1940.
According to Lilo and Stitch, what does Ohana mean?
Family.
What film includes the song Chim Chim Cheree?
Mary Poppins.
In a Goofy movie, Max is trying to get to what type of event?
A concert.
Which Pixar film was released in 2003?
Finding Nemo.
Who directed Monsters Inc.?
Pete Docter.
What Muppeteer performs Kermit in The Muppet Movie?
Pass. I know that's the last
Pass.
one.
Done?
Okay.
Ask it again. Do it again.
What Muppeteer performs Kermit in The Muppet Movie? No?
Time.
All right, then your speed round is complete. All right, so in the speed round, I'm just gonna go down and let you guys know how we did on each question. So for question number 1, both Hannah and Nicki passed on the name Arthur goes by in The Sword in the Stone. It was Wart. Kelli got that one right. The hyena Shenzi, everybody got Whoopi Goldberg. Muppeteer performs Kermit. Guys, Jim Henson. Gee, okay. What Pixar movie features Spot? Everybody got The Good Dinosaur. Everybody also got 1940 for Fantasia. Ohana means family. Mary Poppins, Chim Chim Cheree. Concert, Max is going to a concert. Pixar film was Finding Nemo. The director of Monsters Inc. was Pete Docter. So at the end of that round, we currently have a score of Hannah with 17 points, Nicki with 22 points, and Kelli with a whopping 27 points. So that means we are going into round number 3. or round number 5, whatever. The championship round, final round in this match. Kelli may have the lead, but it's not over. All right, going into round number 5, you guys know how this works. You pick 3 numbers from 1 to 20. You get 3 questions. You get 2, 3, 5 points respectively. You got 15 seconds for each question. There's no stealing, no multiple choice. You still have your repeats and your challenges. All right. So, going into this final championship round, Kelli, you're in the lead. So, you get to pick your 3 numbers first. What
I will
do you
have
like?
12, 15, and 4, please.
12, 15, and 4. All right. And Nicki, you are next. What sounds good, champ?
8, 2, and 9.
8, 2, and 9. And Hannah.
Well, given where I'm at, but let's go with 20 and 19 and 18. Just keep counting down.
20, 19, and 18. Hannah successfully avoids repeating any numbers. And wouldn't you know it, we're going to start with asking these questions to Hannah, because Hannah is currently down by 10
By a lot.
to Kelli, which means that Hannah cannot miss any of these questions if she wants to have a chance in this match.
Mm-hmm.
So we are going to start with her 2-point question to avoid the TKO. You chose number 20. That relates to the category of scores and soundtracks. Okay? And your question. What 2016 film features songs written by Lin-Manuel Miranda?
Moana.
Moana is correct for 2 points. Okay. So Hannah stays alive, and we are going to stick with Hannah. She still trails Nicki by, what's that about?
A lot.
3 points. So
If they're all Broadway people, I can answer these all the way up.
well, we'll see what we can do for you there. All right, so we are going to go to your next question, your 3-point question. You chose number 19. That is the category of recent Pixar.
It's a soul question.
All right, and your question. In Coco, what is the name of the musician Miguel befriends in the land of the dead and eventually discovers is a relation?
Oh, what is his actual name? Let me use my last repeat on that.
All right, that is your final repeat. And your question in the category of recent Pixar. In Coco, what is the name of the musician Miguel befriends in the land of the dead and eventually discovers is a relation?
Getting my names mixed up. We'll see if this takes me out. Hector.
Hector is correct for 3 points. Hannah and her guessing. She's gonna drive me insane. But with that, Hannah actually ties things up with Nicki. So we are gonna go to Nicki for her 2-point question so that she can pull back ahead. All right. And Nicki, well, Wingblade, I guess you want to handle this one?
Is it time? I can finally speak.
I guess.
All right. Thank
Yeah.
you. I'll try. All right, Nicki. In your 2-point question is in the category of movie release dates. And for your 2-pointer, Raya and the Last Dragon was released in what year?
2021.
That is correct. Well done.
Right, and with that, Nicki sends it back to Hannah to answer her 5-point question. If Hannah gets this right, she will actually tie things up with Kelli and avoid the TKO. So, Hannah, your question. You chose number 18. And that relates to the category of actors. Okay. And your question. In what film will you find the voice talents of James Garner, Cree Summer, and John Mahoney?
Thought maybe I'd have it, but I don't. And I'm out of repeats, so I am just going to say Atlantis, the Last Empire. Lost Empire.
That is correct.
Are you serious?
Wow, what
For
a guess.
five
A guess?
big points. Hannah guesses her way past a TKO and ties things up with Hannah or with Kelli.
Wow.
But before Kelli can answer a question, Nicki is now down. So we are going to pass things to Nicki for her 3-point question to try to tie this game up. All right. And Nicki, your 3-point question. You chose number 2. And that relates to the category of mixed bag. And your question. In a Goofy movie, where does Goofy plan to take Max fishing?
The Grand Canyon.
Grand Canyon is incorrect. We were looking for Lake Destiny. Destiny is where they are going. So, we
Yeah,
are
but I
going
can't
to-
get Ecdor or anything.
Not this time. Sorry. Okay, so we are going to move now into Nicki's 5-point question. If Nicki can get this correct, then she will push things over to Kelli to start answering some questions. However, if she misses, Nicki will be eliminated from the match.
2 repeat. 1 or 2 repeats.
You still have 2 repeats. Okay. And your question. You chose number 9, and that relates to the category of the Muppets. Okay. And your question. In the Muppet movie, who plays Max, Doc Hopper's shy right-hand man and sidekick?
Repeat, please.
All right. Okay, you got one more. In the Muppet movie, who plays Max, Doc Hopper's shy right-hand man and sidekick?
Repeat, please.
All right, last one. In the Muppet movie, who plays Max, Doc Hopper's shy right-hand man and sidekick?
Austin Hobb.
That is incorrect. You were so close, Nikki. We were looking for Austin Pendleton. Austin Pendleton. And with that, Nikki is eliminated from this match, which means that we are now going to Kelli for her 2-point question. Kelli can actually win the match with this 2-point question. Right? And Kelli, you chose number 12. And that relates to the category of John and Alan.
Okay.
Right? And your question for 2 points and the win. Alan Tudyk voices King Candy in what Disney animated film?
Wreck-It Ralph.
And your winner, and still Disney Pixar Movie Battles champion, Mad Madam Kelli Mehan. That is correct. Congratulations, Kelli. Great match, Nikki and Hannah. You guys can go ahead and go out. What did you do, Sean? What did you do? That was Nikki's match to win. You know it. I know it. We all know it. That was Nikki's match. You did something. I know you did something.
We
What'd you
can't
do?
prove anything. Prove it. Use more than
God.
words. You seemed a little flustered after round 2. I got to be honest. I feel like some of this maybe is on your. You should have kept your composure more.
It's
Like Kelli.
not.
Kelli
not
kept her
me,
composure.
it's
She
you.
smooth sailing through the whole match.
It's your fault. You and your Sean energy just coming in and shawning everything
You know what?
up.
Call me Wingblade from here on. Call me Wingblade.
No, you haven't earned that name, Sean. All right. You know what?
What?
We're
Hammer?
gonna
What?
go away from this.
All
We're gonna
right.
go ahead
It's probably a good
and
idea.
bring our competitors in for post-match interviews. And wouldn't you know it, the flying cow is conducting the interviews. Yay. So, yeah, let's go to him. All right. And I am here with the Chartmaster, Hannah Keefer, who technically, Hannah, you finished second in this. I mean, it's a triple threat. It doesn't really, what really matters is who wins the championship, but you had the second most points. How are you First of all, you're guessing. I mean, the hammer was right. Your guessing in this match was insane.
After that 5-pointer, I was like, you know what? I knew I didn't have a shot anywhere that Kelli was going to miss all 3 of her questions, like no matter how well I did, like that
Right.
wasn't going to happen. But I was like, you know what? I don't even care. Like that was the happiest moment of my night right there. Just being
There
able
you
to
go.
pull that somewhere into my brain somewhere, and I just pulled it out.
Yeah. I mean, did you have even an inkling, or was it literally just out of nowhere? It was just the only thing you could
The
think of?
only thought that I had was that James Garner was old and Don Mahoney was doing stuff in the 90s. And so I was like, what is recent enough, but also old enough?
Yeah.
And so I was like, and something that I also don't care about, something that I wouldn't have known the actors for. And Landis was like, this is the first one I could think of, but it also could have been like Brother Bear or something. Like
Right.
it could have been almost anything from that era. And so I was like, Atlanta seems like a plausible guess. Let's go for it. And it was. So
Absolutely.
that worked out.
Absolutely. But I mean, like I said, you know, it wasn't the easiest match for you. In fact, had you missed one more question, you wouldn't have made it to the third round.
Exactly.
Um,
Yeah.
And then you somehow ended up pulling out 27 points. So,
You
I
know,
mean,
I got it. I don't know. I think it's one of those days, you know, it was, I spent all day talking with getting 150 12-year-olds to not lie down on the ground while we're trying to do drama together, and came in knowing that my brain was fried, and it ended up that even when I couldn't come up with the answers in my brain, there was still something. My luck was still working for me enough, so I was like, you know what, just gonna lean on that. There's nothing else I can do. I can't pull these answers out of my working brain.
Yeah.
So it worked out. I'm happy with the result.
well, you know, Hannah, I gotta say, you know, this is your third championship match, third time that you unfortunately came up on the wrong end of it, but you keep getting so close. Do you still have championship hopes, or are you just, you know, taking things as it comes?
You know what? The more movies we add into the list, the lower down my hopes go. And so, because Muppets are not my strong suit, and so knowing that that's on there makes it tougher for me to go in. But you know, I will come out with a whatever. I'll continue watching the new Disney movies, and stuff that interests me, and we'll see if that is enough to keep me floating at the top for a while.
Yeah, we'll see if you can go for a fourth number one contender.
Yeah, you know, I figure one of these days, all the questions just have to align and be all things that I know, because sometimes it's just the luck of the draw sometimes, and one of these days it's going to be all in my favor, and I'm going to guess my way to a championship.
You actually got rather close today, so just got to say. But Hannah, as always, it's great to have you. Like I said, unfortunately, not the winner today, but we definitely look forward to seeing what you bring in next time.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. It was a great match, Kelly and Nicki.
Problem. All right. And now we have the former champion herself, Nicki the Nova Baldwin, coming once again so close, just unable to get that win. Nicki, how are you feeling today?
Did you say words?
Nicki, did you know that we just played a match?
Oh, well, hey, like I said at the top of this, I said it was going to be like Watership Down. I just didn't say who the casualty was going to be completely fair.
It's true. It's true. That is something you did not say. So, I mean, you know, this is unfortunately your second loss. So, you know, in order to get another title match, you're going to have to work your way to it. Is that something that you want? Do you see another title reign in your future?
I heard the word work. I'm not really a huge fan of that. So like, I mean, that was kind of the purpose of the hammer here, is to like alleviate some of that. So that I'm not so sure I'm on board with that. I'm gonna have to take a rain. I'm gonna have to take a rain check.
Oh, okay. All right. So the Nova having a little bit of a different attitude now.
You talk about things that shine brightly in all of my intros. I'd say things have taken a bit of a dark turn right now, both visually and metaphorically. So
wow, did the loss of the championship really affect you that deeply?
We're gonna have to, as I said, take a rain check and kind of see what the future holds for us in the meantime, both literally and figuratively.
And here we have today's winner, the now defending champion, Mad Madam Kelli Mehan. I wore my hoodie just for you, Kelli, because you are quickly becoming an unstoppable force in movie battles. I mean, how are you feeling now being a defending champion?
Well, first of all, it's good to see you again. It's very nice to have you back on the desk. It's lovely.
It's nice to actually
Positive
be
attitude.
able to be part of these matches, at least in a small way.
I'm feeling good. Obviously, I've just tried to take it as stepping stones. You know, win your first match, get into the tournament, progress up, win the tournament, do the belt, defend. So I'm looking to just continue. I want to have fun this year. That's my goal for trivia. I want to have fun, and I want to have more confidence. Last year, you said to me, "Do you not know who you are?" So I'm starting to feel it a little bit.
You should because I think this is the second Disney championship that you have.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Collecting them up.
And you've already defended this one. So yeah. At least in this realm, you definitely need to have that confidence. You've earned it.
Yes. Thank you very much.
All right. So, obviously you have now defended against two of the strongest competitors that we've ever seen in this division. Not a whole lot of details, but we do currently have a couple of championship paths on their way. Is there anybody that you see as a possible, threat to your reign, or anyone that you think, you'd like to test yourself against? Or
I think if Nazara and I had another match, because I think that's the one that possibly could have gone either way, because it's just because I got the steal. I think that was the turning point. But if not, that could have been it. So I can see Nazara making a path. I'm really excited to see the rookies this season. I want to see who's going to go on that run, who's going to be the next person to hit 5-0 and make it to a championship. That's what I'm keen to see this year. I'm keen to see new players and just take a bit of a back seat and reign. And
well, I mean, yeah, that's part of being champion. You don't play as much because you have the time. You are just waiting for them to come to you. So yeah, so I mean, it is kind of a little bit of a wait and see game, but if I know the Hammer, he's got some things in store for you.
I'm enjoying being a spectator and watching the matches. I love how season 2 is kicking off, so I'm just really keen to see how it's going to go. I know we've got some big things in store that I'm really looking forward to. So I just want to see how the season plays out.
Yeah, well, and also now that I'm finally getting the reins back, I've got some plans for you too. It's going to be some good stuff. And as always, I am delighted to have the Mad Madam Kelli Mehan as the Movie Battles champion. Always great to see you, to talk to you, and looking forward to your next title defense, champ.
Here we go. Thank you so much. Bye, guys.
All right, see ya. All right, so Sean couldn't make it back, so I guess we've got the champion helping me out. How does it feel to be an inferior champion, Kelli?
Having defended now, it feels great.
Yeah, you'll always be number 2. That's all right. But you know what? Plan wasn't completely successful, but I gotta say, you gotta admit, Kelli, having the Hammer in the mix has made Movie Battles much more interesting.
Keeps it on its toes for sure.
Absolutely. So before my time is officially done, I have a couple of final decrees to give to everyone. And Cal, before you even try, all of these are final. You cannot undo these. These are going to happen. All right. So my first decree, no matter what, I'm still going to be on the desk from time to time. Okay. Might not be in charge, but I'm still going to be here. You can't avoid it. You're going to see me when I feel like it. Okay. Too much of a good thing. Can't have it. But when I feel like it, I'll be here. Okay. Number 2. Wasn't a fan of the shenanigans that went down Vicky did something in that match with Boatman. So Boatman is going to get another shot at a title path this season. Okay. And if he somehow gets a title shot before that happens, then it will go to a worthy successor of my choosing. Okay. Finally, the big one. This is the news you didn't know was coming, but it's the one you've been waiting for. All right. We are going to be having a big event. All right. You've heard of the Royal Rumble. You've heard of the free-for-all. Garbage. Okay. This event is going to be like those, but better. Okay. We are going to have our own big match style event. All right. 25 competitors, but they're not all going to compete at the same time. There's going to be 5 groups of 5. All right. Each group will compete until there is one survivor. Once all 5 once we have all 5 champions, they will compete in a final in what I call the Elimination Gauntlet. The Elimination Gauntlet. Whoever wins the Elimination Gauntlet will face the champion, whoever that might be, in a huge event that is already in the works. So get ready for the Elimination Gauntlet. It's going to blow your minds. All right. So those are the big ones. But you know what? Got to thinking. I got one last just tiny decree. I'm not leaving. I'm just gonna stay in charge. How's that sound? That sounds good, right? I'm gonna stay here. I'm gonna stay in charge. I am gonna keep running things as long as I want to, because, well, I'm just that good. So you're welcome. Yeah, it's just it's great. I know you guys are all very, very excited. Got some real great stuff cooked up for Vicky. I cannot wait. It's gonna be amazing. Oh, Vicky, you must have heard me. I'm
Yes.
staying. Isn't that great?
I heard you. I heard you all match. I've been watching from the wings. You know, all your comments that you've been saying and all your
Ew.
decrees and everything.
Huh?
Let me see here. I do want to share some knowledge with you.
Some knowledge.
One
You
moment.
have knowledge I don't have. I think that is highly unlikely. Like, oh, Kelly, have I introduced you to the loser, Vicky Green? 0-1. 0-1.
Yes. Your jokes are funny. I do have a contract here. That is my contract for movie battles.
You have a contract?
You're right. I do.
Is
I-
it a piece of paper? Is it toilet paper, Vicky? Is that what
No.
you wrote it on? No.
No, it's official document. Let me read this to you. It is page 67, line 32, subsection C. You'll probably have it in your email here shortly. It states that if Vernon is removed from the show or embarrassed in any way by any guest host or power that be of the show, the flying cow, Clay, has the ability to choose a champion of his, decree that can face the hammer in a 1-question quiz predetermined by Clay, of which, if Vernon wins, the host is removed and any power that comes with that position. However, if I lose, I then have to leave the show for good.
Ooh.
Yes.
See,
our
I'm
last
not sure
outing-
how I feel about that though, because it's fun. It's fun to mess with you, Vicky. But I get it. I get it. Okay, so if I understand this correctly, a champion of the cow's choosing is
Yes.
going to play me in a 1-question quiz,
That is
and if I beat them,
Mhm.
then I'm in charge forever.
And I hang up my hat and you'll never see me again.
Yeah, sure. But I'm in charge. You
That's
do
right.
remember I'm a 3-time movie battles champion, right? 3 times.
It's yet to be seen, but I still haven't found any match footage on that. And I know it was underground, but
It was. Only if you mattered did you know about it. You don't matter.
So Clay has chosen.
Oh yeah.
his-
Who's the champion? Is it Kelly? Is it Kelly? Kelly, am I gonna play you?
As much faith as I would love to put in Kelly because she is a well-structured champion.
Yeah.
The cow has chosen myself to be your competitor. And our last outing was not good.
No.
Yes.
Is he just wanting to give this away? He wants me to be in charge. That's
Fine.
that's what it is. He wants me to be in charge. It's okay, Cal. I'll put you out of your misery quickly. Sure, Vernon, Mr. 0-1, the loser Vicky Green. Sure, I
don't know
will
the question.
play you. Mhm.
I don't know the question. It's being emailed to Kelly right now from the
Okay.
powers that be,
Okay.
other than yourself. So she will have the question, and we will play each other, and we will see what happens. One question for it all.
Yeah, let's do it. Are we gonna get a category or something?
I'm not sure. I think it's just a one question, no category.
And just say, gentlemen, in your one question is, or something like that.
Yes,
Your finale question. I don't know.
that'll be
Like-
more than enough, I'm sure.
Okay.
Ready to lose there, Vicky?
It's time to throw the hammer out for good.
Okay.
Gentlemen, your 1 point winner take all question is, on a fan's view of film favorites, what was the first film we watched on the show?
That's Vernon's show. That's not okay. Fine.
I'm just reading what's on the screen, what the cow said.
Okay. I'm gonna beat you at your own game there, Vicky. Got this. Yes.
And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down.
Mhm.
We're gonna throw to the hammer first.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. And the answer is Princess Puppy's Cupcake Adventure. That's Vernon's favorite movie.
Well, that is a very entertaining movie. Yes. Kelly,
Can't get it to show up.
I
And
believe.
Vernon,
I
what do
believe
you have on your board?
I believe the answer you were looking for, and you can go back and look at this on YouTube if you want to check it out. It is A Rebel Without a Cause.
That is the correct answer.
No, that's not that. No. No.
Sorry.
No. No, you can't. No, you
The tea is
you
delicious.
didn't. I didn't look the vert. No. Yeah. Oh, wait. What's happening? What's happening? What? I'm back. Yes, that's right. That's how it feels.
Welcome back, my friend. Welcome back.
Good to have you back.
Thank you so much. Vernon, you do realize you are now 1-0 against the hammer.
Yeah. Yeah. It feels good.
Yeah,
Feels good.
that's. I mean, it's. I will say, if he ever tries to throw that 0-1 crap at you, you can throw it right back at him. But
great.
I gotta say, it feels great to be back, Vernon, and as always, the champ, Kelly. Great to have you guys back. I gotta say though, I'm glad he's not in charge anymore. But and unfortunately, he's right. I can't keep him from coming back and calling a match from here and there. But I'm in charge again. But honestly, some of those decisions he made didn't sound too bad. That elimination gauntlet,
Sounds pretty cool.
I wish I thought of it, honestly.
Yeah,
Um,
he did not do everything wrong. There were some things he did right.
No, and I think, with a little bit more checks and balances, he might actually be an asset.
Yes,
We'll see.
maybe.
But of course, thank you to all of you who are still with us, who saw us through all of that. We are going to have some great stuff coming up, but in order to see it, you've got to stay here. You've got to stay watching. And of course, moo.
Moo.